All right, people, what is going on? Back with another video talking some Atlanta Falcons. And I just wanted to touch on a few things that I saw yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to put a video up about it. And I want to get into it. And actually, not just the Q&A that Foye and AJ had. I just want to talk about the defense in general, but I'm just going to spotlight those two while I'm doing it. If you guys have checked out the rest of this content that I've been putting out lately, that is awesome. I really appreciate it. You'll help continue for this to grow if you hit the like button. If you want to share this video so you can bring more people around to talk more about this and have more people in on the discussion, share this video. And if you, like I said, if you really like the content, hit that subscribe button. It'll help this grow and it'll help the channel grow. And we'll just continue to help build this community of Atlanta Falcon fans. All right, let's get into this. AJ Terrell and Foye Olakun had a Q&A the other day, and a few things stood out to me that was kind of interesting, and it actually, made me think more about the defense because we've been talking about a lot of offense, what Matt Ryan's going to do, what Kyle Pitts going to bring to the table, what's up with the running game with Mike Davis, and the whole wide receiver corp, all this other stuff. We've been talking about a lot of that. But it's not too much emphasis on the defense. And we haven't talked about it because we know Dean Pease is now the defensive coordinator. He came out of retirement to try to build this defense from the ground up once again, moving a little bit of pieces, saying that everybody's going to blitz, starting from the back of the defense to the front. Everybody's going to be moving, and it's going to be like a multiple type of deal. And a couple of things that Foye said, I'm going to start with Foye first. A couple of things that he said actually stood out to me and had me, thinking a little bit. First and foremost, he said that they're going to be using him in various ways. They're going to be moving him all around as far as the linebacker, so he could be in the middle or left or the right. Also, they said they wanted him to be more versatile and just be more of a player that can, like I said, just be use anywhere. And I thought that was interesting because he said that like he was picked out to actually do that because you got Debo, you got Mike, you got a lot of other people that are on the linebacker at the linebacker corp that actually can do a lot of things. And one other thing he said that they was looking for him to possibly be a leader. And I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, okay. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. It caught me by surprise because that I did not expect, that, I guess you could say it caught me by surprise because I didn't expect for him to say that. I just thought that he was going to continue to get better, which he obviously said that as well. He was going to be able to be more of an asset to the team, which I think he's done a phenomenal job. You look at last year, and we'll talk about that in a second. I think that what he's going to be able to do with his position, with him being more of I ain't going to say a complete player, but he can be used in much different ways to where he can actually, do a lot of things. Like last year, he had a total of 116 tackles. 77 of them was solo tackles. And 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, 4 pass deflections. So he's the type of linebacker that can do a little bit of everything. He can go in coverage, he can tackle, he can get to the quarterback somewhat if they need him to be. I think 3 sacks for a linebacker is actually pretty decent in today's NFL because the linebacker is not necessarily, mostly known for the pass rush, so that's pretty cool. So, and he picked the ball off twice, and he deflected 4 passes. So, I can see where they're going at, where they want him to do a lot of things because he seems like he's well balanced in doing those things. But for him to be a leader on defense, I know he's not going to be the only one that's going to be the lead. He's not going to be the leader, but for him to be a leader and he's willing to take on that challenge, that is pretty awesome. So I'm really willing to see what they're going to do with him on this defense because they look like they can do various things with him. So that's going to be interesting. AJ Terrell. Me personally, I think this is going to be a breakout season for AJ Terrell. He did pretty good, and he also, had a pretty good season for despite the losing season that we had. He had a pretty good season at cornerback. He missed a couple of games due to COVID, but overall he did pretty well. I think he started out 14 games because, like I say, he had a couple of games out due to COVID, But he had 74 tackles, 7 pass deflections, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 interception. That's pretty exceptional, especially for a cornerback to get 3 forced fumbles. And for him, he was like saying that the problem with him was he was not able to get the training camp that they're getting now because of COVID, and he was basically like thrown into the fire. So for him to be thrown into the fire and come up with that type of production isn't bad for a rookie. And I would like to see him to get another interception. You know, that one interception that he could have had on Pat Mahomes at the end of the game. It would have been nice to have that, because that could have probably sealed the deal for us. But hey, you know, you can't get everything. But I think that this season could be a breakout season for him. You know, he's 22 going on 23, and for the numbers that he put up, just being thrown into the fire, on top of that missing 2 of the 16 games that he could have played in, it was actually pretty good. I mean, 74 tackles, 3 forced fumbles. You know, I mean, I think the forced fumbles is the thing to me that stands out more than even the 7 pass deflections are nice, but the 3 forced fumbles, that's what really sticks out. Because for me, you don't see too many cornerbacks that's willing to get down and actually, you know, force fumbles, let alone, you know, tackle, you know what I mean? You know, you don't get too many guys that are doing that. So now with him being into training camp and under Dean Pease and a lot of things he said they're learning, because he said he's learning how to blitz as well, the things that they're going to do differently is actually going to be pretty interesting. I'm actually really excited about this. So I think as a defense as a whole, I think they're going to be able to move some things around. They said some safeties are going to be coming up, and you're going to see some linebackers going to coverage. Maybe you might see some defensive ends spread out and getting some coverage as well. Got some cornerbacks going to be blitzing, safeties coming down. To me, I think the defense, as we go along through this training camp and get into preseason, we're going to be talking more about the defense, because everything is spotlighted on the offense, especially with, you know, Julio and all this other stuff about his issue and what the offense is going to look like, and is Matt Ryan going to do this, you know, all the stuff on offense. We have not talked much about this defense, and I think this is going to be a interesting look at what they can do, because like I said, I think this first year is going to be much improved from 4-12, but I don't think it's going to be until year 2 that we really see what they're going to do. So I'm excited. I'm interested. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I think this is going to be a really interesting and exciting look for the defense. I think this is something nobody's talking about. And even with a lot of veterans, or, you know, that are the veterans that are here like Grady and Debo, I think that some of the young guys like AJ Terrell, or like I said, like Olakun, or even when you have Richie Grant coming in and Avery Williams, I think all these guys are going to actually be stepping up, and we're going to see what they'll be able to do. I mean, I didn't even talk about Fabian, and I haven't even talked about the oh man, I can't remember the safety name, the other safety. I think he came from oh goodness, look at that, I done got a mind blank, from the Raiders. But we'll get into that at a different time. But like I said, just so many things that are there. So we're going to see how it plays out. Once again, if you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you want to share this video, share it. Let people know what I'm doing over here. And if you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. Shout out to the people over there at AFN. You guys are awesome. Always doing a great job over there. If you haven't, check out their content as well. I think I put their link in the description. All that other good stuff. You guys be easy. You guys be blessed. See you on the next one. Peace.